Now in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 10 steps that you can use to scalp the market.
The things I'm about to share now is things I wish I would have heard when I was starting out. That's why I'm sharing this, so you don't go ahead and make the same mistake that I made.
First thing first, I see a lot of people use MetaTrader 4. Now MetaTrader 4 is not the best app if you want to scalp the market. The app you should be using instead of MetaTrader 4 is MetaTrader 5. Now why I say you should be scalping on MT5 is because of it has a very fast working feature. Now let me show you guys this. Now once you tap this point in the MT5, it automatically brings out that buy and sell button. So if I were to be looking at GBP right now and I want to place in a buy at the moment, what I'll just do is that I'll just go ahead and place the buy and automatically it just gets signed in. And if I want to place sell in the market, all I just have to do is to press this button right here while looking at the market and my sell is being placed. And not just that, you also get to change in your lot size. So I could just say, oh, for this trade I'm using 0.1, 0.5, 0.6. I can go ahead and change it on here. I'm placing my buy or my sell and it will be imputed in the market. Now another reason why you have to use MT5 to scalp is because of the user flexibility. Now on MT4 you can't really adjust most of these things. Like you can't adjust this on MT4. You can see the market the way you want to see it, rather than MT4 where you can't really control how much you see the market.
Now for you to create an MT5 account, all you just have to do is to tap into the description section and tap on the Vantage Market link. Go ahead and fill in your details because you need to have a broker account before you can even start using MT5. Now once you're done, just go ahead and tap into the open live account and then select MT5 and the type of account you want to use. Specifically, I'll say you should use standard because that's the best. Then once you're done, you can go ahead and select the currency you want your account to be. Now I don't know the currency you want your account to be in, but for me, in God we trust. Then all you have to do is to accept the terms and condition, and once you're done, go ahead and submit, and there you have it. You have an MT5 live account.
Now the next tip I'm going to give you is more like a psychological one. Now whenever you set your take profit and stop loss, you shouldn't change it. So far you've already done your analysis properly. You already know that this point is a point of key level, this point is a point of support and resistance. You know this point. Don't go ahead and changing your support and resistance. I know with MT5 it's just so easy to change your support and resistance easily by just drawing one line and everything, but you really not to, because you might actually fall into the trap of, okay, price is almost getting to my stop loss. Okay, let me just shift it just a little bit. Just now, if you're not ready to accept that you've just taken a loss, this will lead you to continue shifting your stop loss, and obviously you're giving the market more money and more money. So basically you need to have a point in the market that basically when price touches that point or tries to go above or below that point, you know that there is no need still chasing that trade. By the way, with the strategy I'm going to show you guys, it's going to give you guys those points of key levels in the market as the market moves. So with that being said, let's dive straight into the strategy proper. Now for this strategy, what we're going to do right now is that we're going to go into the lower time frame. Now for the first step of what we're going to do is that we're going to find what is currently moving in the market. Now for you to find what is currently moving in the market, all you need to do is that you have to go to your browser. So I'll just type in Safari. Now all you need to do is type in currency strength meter, and once you've already done that, go ahead and hit go. Now once you've done that, what you need to look for is livecharts.co.uk currency strength meter. This is the best one out there, so go ahead and tap into it. Now with this right here, we've already gotten a good idea of what we can trade. Now as you can see right here, AUD is at its peak strength. You can see the very green stuff right here. But if you look at USD, we can see USD is at its least strength. Now let's look at something like GBP USD. Now what this means is that GBP is having more strength than US dollar. So what this livecharts.co.uk does is that it shows you the strength of a particular currency at this particular point in time, so you don't go ahead and waste your time to trade other currencies. Let's use this for example, GBP USD, and we're going to check like AUD USD. In this point right here, GBP is higher than USD. So what we're going to do right here is that we're going to check and see. Now whenever price is going up, this is trying to signify strength of the pound, and whenever we see price going down, it's trying to signify strength of the US dollar. Now let me explain something very simple. Now all this you can see right here is in US dollar. Now this means that for £1 we'll be getting like $1.25. Now the more that GBPUSD goes up, that means £1, let's say if it goes up more, can equal $1.25 and 7 pennies. You could see there's an increase in value. At that point, pounds actually have a lot of strength. Now if you now look at something like AUDUSD, let's check for a pair like AUDUSD. So we're gonna go right here, checking AUDUSD charts, and let's see. AUDUSD, that is, wait, before we look at the charts, AUDUSD is actually having more strength than the US dollar. So this means that AUDUSD will be going up to show that there's a strength of a particular currency. So let's look at that. Basically, that's what's happening. Currency of the market, AUDUSD is going up. So we could basically use this livecharts.co.uk to save us a ton of time without checking, oh, this pair, what pair am I going to trade, and all of that. As a scalper, you want to act fast, so this will actually cut out all the noise. Now once you've already gotten all of that and you've known the pair that you want to trade, whether it's GBPUSD, USDJPY, or anything you have seen from the livecharts.co.uk, now what we're going to do is that we're going to add in the indicators we're going to use. So for this right here, we're going to be adding an indicator. So what we're going to do right here is that we're going to tap into the F1 or the indicator section, go into the main windows, and what you want to search for is the alligator indicator. Okay, you see right here, alligator indicator. Now once you've already going like the alligator indicator, what you can do right here is that you want to change this to 26. What you can do right here is that you can change this 8 to 16. Or you could do right here is that you could change this to 10. Go ahead and change it to 10 and hit done. Now if you look closely, like this alligator indicator have 3 moving averages. We have the first moving average, second moving average, and third moving average. Now these moving averages can act as a point of support and resistance in the market, can act as a point of key level in the market. Let me explain something very simple. Whenever I see price above the alligator indicator, it's trying to indicate a buy in the market, and whenever I see price below the alligator indicator, it's trying to signify a sell in the market. By the way, you're wondering why is everything like this? This is actually 10:17 p.m. This is the point where there is no session going on in the market. Now whenever I see price above the alligator indicator, this is trying to signify a buy in the market, as you can see. Now let's look at this point right here. You can see as a point of key level, the market reacting to it and it goes up. You see again, market reacting to it and it goes up, market reacting to it and it goes up. You can still see the same thing. Still see the same thing. Basically, what I want to tell you is that don't use the alligator indicator on the 5-minute time frame. I have my reason. What you want to do is that you want to use the alligator indicator in the 15-minute time frame. Like you really want to use this in the 15-minute time frame, because things right here are much more clearer. You know, there are some points where price will break like the alligator indicator on the 5-minute, but it's not yet changing the trend. So but on the 15-minute, it's being guided very well. Now as you can see right here, price came up from, you know, the alligator indicator. I'm trying to see moving average, but I'm not going to say that. You see right here, price respecting everything. You can see the the yellow moving average. You see price respecting everything. Now if you go to like the 5-minute time frame, you see that there's some points where, now if you look closely, there's some points where price will actually hit the alligator indicator and it just continued to go up. As you can see right here, price hit the alligator indicator and it went up. Price hit the alligator indicator and it went up. Still the same thing until this point right here. This is obviously a point where there's no session in the market, so that's what it could be. But one thing I really like about like the 15-minute time frame is that it just makes everything very easy to process. We can see right here, makes everything so much easier to process. Now what we're going to do right here is that we're going to add in another indicator that will make everything much more simpler from here. So what you're going to do right here is I'm going to tap into the indicator section, and go ahead and search in the relative strength index. Tap into the relative strength index and hit done. Now we have the relative strength index here and we have the alligator indicator. Now how we're going to be using the relative strength index is, we know this very well. Whenever we see price at the 30 mark of the RSI, it's trying to mean that price is about going up. which means that price is obviously at the oversold zone. And whenever we see price at the 70 mark, it's trying to represent overbought zone, which means price is about to go down. Now oversold is the point where the market gets to that it now needs to come up. So you can see right here, price gets down, and it's coming up. You can see overbought zone, this point right here, 70 mark, and price coming down. So basically that's what the relative strength index is all about. So basically if you look through the same thing right here, we can see right here price is at the 70 mark, and when price goes below the moving average, you can see basically what happened. Price hits the 30, you can see what happened. Price above the alligator indicator, and we can see what happened. So let's say you see all these things, you take a sell here in the market, and when you see that price is going to the 30 mark, going to the next point in the RSI, you can go ahead and close your trade. You don't need to wait for price to start going above the alligator indicator before you could close your trade. So I hope you guys were able to gain a lot of value from this video. If you did like this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you're not a part of the family, make sure you hit the red subscribe button. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.